I got the moves. I got the moves. I'm making moves. You gotta move. You gotta make the city move. Like, whoa. I make the city move. I got the move.
For the first time in years, there is no clear-cut winner for the NBA's Most Improved Player award. Over the last few seasons, once the season ended, it was kind of obvious which player deserved the award the most, which player had the best breakout year. But for the 2020 season, that hasn't happened. Off the top of my head, I can already think of at least 3 or 4 guys who are in the running for the Most Improved Player this year, which just makes this race even more exciting. But who really is it? Who will win the Most Improved Player in 2020? In today's video, I'm going to be looking at 6 players who have a case for the Most Improved Player award this year, and giving reasons why I think they will and won't win the award, before coming to a conclusion on who I personally think deserves the award. If you're new here and enjoy the video, please be sure to subscribe for more NBA content like this. I'm trying to hit 8,000 subscribers by June, so all support is greatly appreciated. But with that all being said, let's get right into this. The first player I believe has a case for the Most Improved Player award is Luka Doncic. Doncic has had a great second year in the NBA, leaping into superstar status with his averages of 28.7 points per game, 9.3 rebounds, and 8.7 assists, which is absolutely insane. He's almost averaging a triple-double. He led the Mavericks to the 7th seed in the West, something a lot of people doubted would happen, and at some stages throughout the season, the Mavericks were as high as the 3rd seed, which is unbelievable to think about. Doncic has truly showcased his future superstar ability and has not only put his name into the Most Improved Player race, but also the MVP race. It's been overall a fantastic year for Doncic, but can he win the Most Improved Player? To me, it's very possible, as he's averaging 7.5 more points per game this season than his rookie year, 1.5 rebounds more, and 2.7 more assists per game also. Doncic also made his first All-Star appearance this year as well. Again, Doncic has had a phenomenal year. The only thing that I personally think stands in his path, apart from other candidates, is the fact that he's a second-year player, and to some, second-year players shouldn't win this award, as it's generally where most players take a big next step in their game. I personally don't agree with that. If you improve, you improve. I don't think it matters how many years in the league you've been in. But anyway, Luka Doncic is a very legit candidate for this award, and perhaps an underrated one, as many fans focus more on his MVP chances than his MIP chances. We'll have to see what happens, but now let's move on to the next player I think can win the award, Devonte Graham. Devonte Graham has become one of the NBA's many fan favorites due to his amazing come-up story in the league. Before the departure of Kemba Walker, Graham wasn't a regular member of the Charlotte Hornets squad, being a more common member of their G League affiliate team. However, after Kemba left, it opened up an opportunity for another guard to come up, and luckily for Devonte, it was him. Graham took full advantage of this opportunity and dominated the season for Charlotte, working his way into a starting position and averaging 18.2 points per game and 7.5 assists, as well as emerging as one of the league's best dead-eye shooters. He shot pretty shockingly from the field, an atrocious 38%. However, his 3-point percentage was elite, at an elite percentage of 38%. So, can Devonte Graham win Most Improved Player? It's quite likely, as Graham has averaged over 14 more points per game than his rookie year, and has become an exceptionally better playmaker, averaging 5 more assists per game than his rookie season. However, just like Luka Doncic, Graham is a second-year player, so again, some, not all, but some people don't believe a second-year player really deserves the award. I also think the fact he wasn't selected to the All-Star game may hold him back a bit. I know it's not essential here, but a lot of the guys on here were All-Stars this year, so that may hold him back a bit when the voting comes. But hey, if we're talking statistical improvements, Devonte Graham is right at the top of the list for that. and will probably allow him to finish as a top candidate for the Most Improved Player award. The next player I want to talk about is Pascal Siakam. Pascal Siakam has had an unbelievable last couple years. He won an NBA championship last year and even picked up the Most Improved Player, but I think he's improved even more this year that he's deservingly in the running for it again. Siakam averaged 23.6 points per game this year, to go along with 3.6 assists and 7.5 rebounds per game, as well as an All-Star appearance, one he actually started, which is amazing. He helped lead the Raptors to a surprising second seed finish in the East, and overall third best record in the league. Siakam clearly improved again, proven with his All-Star appearance, but his statistical improvements in the points, rebounds, and assist categories show that as well. Siakam is clearly a winner, and has been a big reason as to why the Raptors played so well this year, even with the loss of Kawhi Leonard. Siakam taking the next step with Kawhi out the picture has been very exciting, and though it's a bit unlikely he'll once again take home the award, don't be surprised if he's a top candidate for it. His improvement over the last 2 years has been absolutely insane. A player that has shown up a lot more frequently recently in Most Improved Player debates is Jayson Tatum, and that's probably due to him breaking out post-All-Star break. After an arguable sophomore slump, Tatum has turned things around this season completely, averaging 23.6 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists, and earning himself his first ever All-Star appearance. The Celtics have been on a roll this year, and Tatum has proved a lot of people wrong throughout, particularly recently. Before the season began, many argued Kemba would be the first option on this team, which was a fair judgment. But the fact people at All-Star Weekend thought both Kemba and Jaylen Brown deserved Tatum's All-Star spot over him is disrespectful and ridiculous. Tatum has made leaps and bounds in improving his game this season. His overall shot selection is better, he's more efficient and confident with his shot, and it's reflected in his stats, as he's averaging over 8 more points per game than last season, with another rebound and assist or 2. Also, his 3-point efficiency is insane, close to 40% on 7 attempts per game. To me, Tatum is probably the most underrated candidate here, and his improvement has been getting quite overlooked to me. I'm making a full analysis video on him soon, so be on the lookout for that. But again, Tatum has made some extraordinary improvements this season, and he was an All-Star for a reason. He's just been great. The second to last player I want to talk about today is Brandon Ingram. Ingram was traded from the Lakers to New Orleans in the offseason, and this has allowed him to break out. At the end of last season, we sort of got a glimpse of what Brandon Ingram could become, but I think he surpassed a lot of our expectations still. Ingram averaged 24.3 points per game this season, over 6 rebounds and 4 assists. He also shot extremely efficiently from the field, 46%, and he was phenomenal from deep, hitting almost 39% of his shots from downtown. This is major improvement from last season, as he's averaging 6 more points per game, 1 more rebound and assist, and he's also shooting a lot better, particularly from 3. Unfortunately for Ingram, his stats were better than this, but due to Zion's return, his role on the Pelicans has been reduced, which could lower his chances at winning this award. However, even though this did happen, he's had major improvements across the board this year, and this cannot be overlooked in the Most Improved Player race. I don't want to spoil my opinion just yet, but Ingram is definitely a top 3 candidate for me today. The way his game evolved this year is unbelievable, and his improvement in stats is just evidence of him doing so. The improved role in New Orleans has allowed Ingram to show off his all-star talent and has propelled him very close to winning this award in my eyes. And the final player who I think is a candidate for the 2020 Most Improved Player is Bam Adebayo. after Hassan Whiteside was finally traded from the Miami Heat in the past offseason, a big opportunity arose for Bam Adebayo. Bam at the time was being heavily restricted due to Whiteside and couldn't really get a lot of game time. So in the 2019 season, Adebayo averaged a mere 8 points and 7 rebounds per game. However, with his new role and with new addition Jimmy Butler, Adebayo dominated this season, averaging 16 points per game, over 10 rebounds, and showcased his underrated playmaking ability, dishing out 5 assists per game. These are all major improvements, and due to the Heat majorly improving as a team and surprising everyone, finishing 4th in the East, Adebayo has extra reasoning as to why he should win this award, as his contributions not only made him improve, but improve his team overall. Just like Ingram, Adebayo is a top 3 candidate to me in this year's race. He's had an absolutely phenomenal season, and it's benefited the Miami Heat hugely. But out of the 6 players I mentioned, who is the most improved player? In my opinion, I have to give it to Bam Adebayo, though Brandon Ingram is a close second. Those 2 players to me have had by far the biggest breakout seasons this year, and we've all really seen their tremendous improvements in their game over the season. In third, I'd probably put Jayson Tatum, as he's really come into his own this year, but I think due to his amazing statistical improvement across the board and amazing team success, of which he was a large part of, I have to give the 2020 Most Improved Player to Bam Adebayo. If he actually wins it, we'll have to wait and see. I'm expecting it to be a pretty close vote this year, but again, Bam has just been fantastic this season and completely deserves the 2020 Most Improved Player award, in my opinion. But what do you guys think of this? Do you agree with me? Who was the most improved player in your eyes this year? Did I leave anyone off the list of candidates? Let me know all your thoughts on this down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop it a like and subscribe. But with that being said, I am out. Peace.
Now he jumped over the biggest dude in the building. God willing, the best and then I still am. Your judgment gives me no fulfillment. I see you young OG, I thought you saw the same in me. Legend in my city, promise I'ma make you believe. 6 years in the league, just wetting my feet. Them Miami boys is cool, I'm still checking the